to I Aspire with my shamanic eye, Gabrielle here. Okay, kitty. We'll play in a minute. Well, it's going to be a long minute, but it's going to be a minute. All right. If you guys caught the last live, thank you so much for tuning in. A love letter to Atlanta. It's always something. Hey. Anybody else's pets just be like demanding attention? What's the matter with the baby? Hey, the weekend's been great. Send out some love, some joy. Congratulations. Always grounded in the truth. Archangels on deck, on deck, on deck. Holy Spirit, I lovingly open myself to receive messages for the divine collective that serves their highest and greatest good, that puts them in alignment with your true path and purpose for them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me put the owl back. It's not pretty, y'all. Ooh, that's a lot. That's just too much. Some of y'all simply are in the middle of a metamorphosis, rapid change, rapid growth and development. Yeah, very fertile times. Oh, the lamb. Earth energy. I heard immediately the meek shall inherit the earth. It's okay if you feel a little lost right now. You are still being guided. You're still being shepherded. You're still tended to. You're still very much kept an eye on. Okay? Lamb, peaceful, prophetic, and patient. 3 P's. The lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with the utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, receive. When in balance, knowingness, inner peace. When out of balance, quiet, timid, concerned. To bring into balance, meditation and listening. Okay. So I feel like that's for somebody out there, like, if you're questioning guidance that you're getting from tarot and different communities, that is your sign that those whom you're tapping into do offer a prophetic word. Somebody's on a dark ass path. Wow. Somebody chose the left hand path, guys. I don't know if you know. Maybe. See? See that Ace of Cups right there? And then look. 5 of Swords, the Devil. Look. Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Pentacles. Like somebody wanted to take this from you. Have you keep yourself limited, held back from enjoying your abundance, your prosperity, your gifts. This could also be somebody who is ignoring their own inner guidance. But again, I don't feel like this was done willingly. I feel like this was trickery. Somebody could be very new to spirituality and just an open conduit, but they tend to fall for more darker, more manipulative energies that feed the beast within instead of the lamb. If you seek spiritual counseling or guidance or anything like that, and it doesn't fill you up, it makes you feel worse. Again, it's one thing to be triggered in such a way that it causes growth. It's another thing to be in this internal conflict where, again, you don't feel like you are sustained, like you have enough. It's the opposite teaching of the Holy Spirit, quite honest. Like somebody's trying to manipulate dark energies to shift your fortune. Like this is energy being directed at your second house. They don't want you to feel like your cup runneth over, and it does. See, it's glamour, okay? This is glamour. Four Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, right? But here's the Nine of Pentacles, right? Someone wants you to feel some kind of way about your image, about your journey, right? Again, but I feel like this is image. Nine of Pentacles to the Dark Worker card. Look, there's a Six of Wands, right? So there's something you need to like pay attention to, but at the same time, this is someone doing work against your first house and your second house, in particularly. Also your sixth house. First, second, sixth. And I'm even getting fifth. Right, like people have done things against your reputation, even your 10th house. This has been a systematic attack on your natal chart. This is spiritual gang stalking, okay? Because you're a prophet. And it's like you have been since you were a child. And see how here it even looks like a target, right? You've been targeted since the day you arrived on Earth. Lamb is Earth energy. Seriously, look, Ace of Pentacles. Since the day you got here, people have been hyper fixated on you, Queen of Cups. Right. You scare them. You do. You do. You do. You do. King of Cups, and there's the Light Worker. There's the Ace of Swords. Right, because you've been dropping prophetic bombshells on people, cutting through their lies and deception. Right. Serving them out, whatever your purpose is. And as a child, you innocent, right? You're absolutely innocent. You're not doing anything malicious. But these people have teamed up together to do this dark shit against you. To try to halt you from getting to your ninth cup, which is your purpose. For those of you who have surrendered to your path, to your purpose. Yes. Like it's deep. They've tried to lay your ass to rest. They've tried to quiet you. I'm getting shut up energy. Right. And I mean, they've been at this a long time, quiet as it's kept, creeping around in the background. It's all right. These people about to leave planet Earth. World to the death card. Yeah. Whole community. Ten of Cups. Two of Pentacles. Right. They signed a dark contract. I told you somebody chose the left-hand path. Five of Wands to war against you, to rage against you, to attack you, to do spell work against you. Some of y'all, it's your mamas, your sisters, your aunties, all that shit who chose this left-hand path. And you literally came back to do this work, not knowing that you really are a warrior for the divine. That's crazy. Age is irrelevant here. Like, you old soul, and you've been taking on all this shit. Look, subconsciously, Two of Swords, right? It's crazy. But I feel like innately, you knew. Because your discernment can't be beat. I hope y'all can keep up. I know I talk fast, but when the messages come, they come. It is what it is. I be sick of these people. I can't even tell you how sick of these people I be. Like, people be like, they do death magic against you, right? This is the shit that really messes my head up. They do dark shit against you, thinking that shit gonna work, but it don't work on you, but they don't expect it to blow back and hit them. That's the shit I don't get. You believe enough to pay people to do X, Y, Z, and you so and you still can't topple one person. Same time, you think you're fucking invincible? Fuck out of here. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not. Like, that is just mental, as the Brits would say, as Ron would say from Harry Potter. Take your ass back to Hogwarts. That shit funny. Yeah, thinking you a death dealer. Motherfucker, death is coming for your ass. You think you got the right. Six of Swords, death, you fucking rabbit mother. I'm sorry. That sort of gall, that sort of audacity really, right, because you expose their secrets. Because you see the shit they hide and they fear. Because they reject. So they look, it's all right. It's all right. I know the secrets that you keep. And they wait around like, oh my God, we love you. We support you. Look, check this is the crazy. And it don't matter where you go, where you travel, it doesn't matter. You just can mind your business, right? You ain't even gotta be thinking about nobody, but it don't matter. It's something about the energy you carry, right? That invokes this shit in people. It shows itself. Because you recognize the bullshit, the tomfoolery. And they think you docile. They think you like in lamb energy, so they think you an easy mark, not understanding the power that's really within you. Anyway, yeah, so they trying to like put your abundance in some sort of like limbo energy. That's crazy. Look, they stealing something. Tiptoeing around. These are people around you. I don't give a fuck how limited your circle. If you online, it's the people who supposedly support you online. It don't fucking matter. People in the background doing dumb shit. Yes, look. Doing dumb shit. Magician. Yep. It's not just one person. I'm telling you. Acting real sly. Yeah. These devils don't want people watching tarot. They don't want them embarking on a spiritual journey. And so if you're a reader and you really serve the light, and I mean this shit, and no disrespect to anybody I'm just telling you, success does not always mean what you think it means. Six of Wands, it's not that. Most of the people in tarot land that you see doing really well, they behind the scenes, this is what the fuck they doing. Plotting and planning with the fucking enemy. Right. Because you a light worker. Like, y'all work for different sides. It's fine. Because you calling together community. You having church with people, right? Three of Cups. Judgment, right. You bringing people to the light. And they don't like that shit. You teaching people what is just, what is fair, how to connect them back to divine source energy. Man, they've worked really hard to get to, their whatever levels of success that they perceive this public recognition, but it don't always mean what you think it means. These people feed this agenda. They truly do. They truly do. They literally feed and alchemize all of this fucking energy of, people out to get you, plotting, planning, scheming. Oh, you can't trust this person. You can't do that. You're feeding the fucking beast. because you don't feel good enough about yourself. Let's get into it. That's why the Ace of Cups is like that. You got to love you. You got to be confident in you. But until you heal, until you pour into yourself, this shit over here going to be real attractive. Real attractive. Oh, somebody tiptoeing around. They lying, they cheating, they deceiving, they stealing from you, they envying you, they throwing the evil out at you. Now, I'm not saying the shit don't exist, that it don't happen, but when you constantly seek out that is all you're going to get. You're feeding the fucking beast. And you wonder why life is topsy-turvy. They fucking performing chaos magic on you. These people that you love so much. Queen of Cups, Five of Wands. Excuse me. Queen of Wands, Five of Wands. 6 Wands, right? Yeah. They work for the other fucking side. A good message cloaked in some bullshit. Some mind fuckery. They watch people with real power and real influence and real divinity to see how it's actually fucking done. And they take what they take and piecemeal it. Man, y'all better stop. You better stop fucking around. like, oh, this shit making me mad. Like, oh, it's making me mad. I don't want to be mad. Oh my God. Hey. Fuck that. I call judgment on these scallywags. Fuck that. You want to serve the beast, then go serve the beast and be exposed for it. You want to walk the left-hand path, then walk it openly. You about that life, then be about that life. Be skulking around somewhere, pretending with your fucking juju beads on and shit. Ugh. That lambs, well, that shit protective like shit, ain't it? Mm-hmm. It's all right. People use their own path, their own free will to choose what path they will embark upon. It is what it is. We live in an environment of polarity and opposite, so that's just the way it is. I'm gonna tell you like this: the best way to undo any blocks that I'm saw on the cards real quick is activity. Waiting feeds the blockage. Just go and do shit. Just go and do shit and watch. It's so funny. I was talking to somebody the other week, and they were really enjoying like nesting. Right? But they're not pregnant or anything like that. They're just enjoying their environment. And you know, they were talking to themselves, like giving themselves a pep talk about, you know, there's nothing wrong with actually being comfortable at home. Like, they're very young. And so I guess the pressure is, I remember being young, like you go out, you do this, da, 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 da. But you know what? When I was her age, even though I had my own spot, it wasn't like that. Like, we were super social. I hadn't quite learned. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Not to the degree that I'm comfortable with myself, because I used to, man, well, nothing like when the house cleared out. Do my little yoga, drink my tea, you know, I smoke my little jive. Like, man, be just coasting. Used to have some of the greatest epiphanies. So, no, but it wasn't like that. But I remember the same sort of energy. Like, when you got friends, they want to socialize. And so just learning to honor herself and her need for seclusion and recovery and all of those things. And I was just very proud of her, you know, to be so young, like in human years, but to be so spiritually advanced. It's awesome. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's okay. Back back to what I was talking about. I was trying to diffuse the energy because I was really getting mad. Like, I was trying not to reach to the camera and do a Tribe Called Cycle. But they in the process of falling, by the way. Yeah. The wheel spun, Ten of Swords. Right. You know, what goes up must come down. All right, what else does the Divine Collective need to know? Holy Spirit. Right. So they will do something to try to keep the balance in their favor, right? But again, I mentioned duality for a reason. It don't matter, babe, what your perception is. Like, you feeding your ego when you be like, yeah, I did that. No, you didn't. You're a conduit like we all are. And so if something was allowed, then that's just what it is. But easy come, easy go. Now you know. Let me stop. But yeah, they're going to actually do something. I feel like somebody really don't have depth of knowledge on something. I'm looking at the cuspy energy of Scorpio and Sag, and I'm like, you know, most people that I've met of those signs individually, not so much the cuspies, are pretty sound of mind. But this Two of Pentacles makes me feel like somebody, they're a little short, they're a little shallow, and their depth of information is very surface, very superficial. This is why we teach you to study the Hermetica and the Kabbalah and things of that nature, because, boy, I feel like you're a little throw. I feel like you're a little unstable to even feel like this, to even think that you could do something like that. Yeah, somebody need to go lay on somebody's couch. Yeah, they want to try to block this death magic from coming back. You can't. You sent it, right? That's what you wanted. So that's what you got. That's just universal law, baby. That's not gloating, although it may sound like I'm gloating. It may. It truly may. Yep. Same time, that is just the way the cookie crumbles. There's nothing you can do to keep this from blowing back. You should have just, you know, went on your healing journey. Focused on them ancestral curses. Right. Enjoy the good time. Now you on borrowed time. Now you sitting around waiting for death. Seven of Pentacles, Death card. Not even joking. You should have just worked on them ancestral issues. Ten of Cups. The Chariot. But no. You know, you should have focused on healing the relationships between you and your children is what I'm saying. But this Tower, baby, you can't outrun this shit. She coming. Because you already did the action. Right? And so what you put out, come back to you. That is simply karma. Okay? That's all I got. That's all I got for that. You chose your poison. You didn't say, oh my gosh, I would love a green smoothie. You didn't go, I want that healing shit. You know, put some spinach, a little kale, ooh, kiwi, a little banana. What else? Oh, pineapple's really good. Like, no, you didn't opt for the healing smoothie of the Ace of Cups. No. You said, you know what? I'm going to scrape the bottom of this barrel, and I'm going to get out the rest of this toxic shit that's in me. Okay. You created this shit. Okay? You did not choose faith. You chose lack. So whatever's coming up is what you chose, baby. Because you're bitter. You're bitter. Yeah, see, look, I told you you didn't choose the smoothie. Because the smoothie had all this in it. That Ace of Cups had the Ten of Pentacles in it. Are you crazy? All because you was like, no, I'm not going to go to divine school. I'm not going to do the healing work. I'm not going to love on myself. I'm not going to sit here with these emotions and feelings and get strong. No. I'm going to stay in my pride. I'm going to stay in my ego. Oh, okay. Cool. They said no for real. So now you got what you got. Now you just chock full of evil. Yes, chock full of evil. That's all right. You ain't want to listen to that voice in your head talk about don't do it. You're going to regret it. You ain't want to do that. I don't know what you over there. It's not going to work. There's nothing you can do. I see, like, Archangel Michael is literally right there. What are you planning? Child, they said they're gonna force this poison on you. Because, right? That's wild. Somebody really tried to. Oh, shit. Hold on. I got a whole nother message. That shit nasty. All right. Okay. Okay. We're really going to talk about this real quick. So the energy transfers, this is different energy coming through. This King of Wands was engaging in some sort of energy exchange, like a physical, energetic exchange, like, seeds for seeds. Okay, this is about to get gross. It feels like ill. However, they were pulling, can't do it no more. Somebody has really leveled up, tamed themselves. We'll just say everything below the heart chakra has been tightened, tightened up, tightened up. Everything's aligned. Okay. And so if somebody was trying to use emotional manipulation to gain access to your energetic field, no, can't do that either. Because you really have done a lot of healing, and you don't move from a place of pride or ego, so someone can't slink up to you and deceive you and trick you out your energy. Seven of Swords to the Ace of Wands. Right. You have successfully passed this level of the world of, hypersexuality and all of that shit. It's really interesting. Somebody whole family history about to come out in court. I mean, that whole medical, whole family history. Whole. So this is about more than bipolar disorder. I feel like that's bullshit. I feel like this is schizophrenia. And I am not in that profession. I only read the cards and the energy and use the breadth of my knowledge and wisdom that God has given me. That being said, this is more than somebody being bisexual. This is something sick. Like, for this individual, not a community. Okay, let me be very clear. I don't care. In this man's heart of hearts, this King of Cups, he wants to be a Queen of Cups. You understand? This is this King of Wands, right? The energy's fluid. And I mean that. But this wasn't done by accident. This was done through, we'll just say, exposure through family, ritualistic practices. And mama right here, okay? I don't see no daddy around. I'm just telling you now. Two of Cups, Hierophant, Magician. Two of Wands, there's that Devil, Knight of Cups, Sun card. 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, High Priestess, Hangman. To the 6 of Pentacles. This person, oh, fuck. I really do feel like was fragmented. And there are signs of this same issue in the children. This man has at least, I'm getting 3 boys. There are signs, like there are genetic markers that the children of this man exhibit that are very much like their father. The mental ain't right. Like, it's a very dark trait. But on top of that, this man has identity issues. His mother, okay, molded this man. Okay, here's the Empress. This is, she showed him, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, how it was done. Whatever we see in terms of the fragmented emotions, personality of this person, it is directly associated with this mother. Okay? This is a genetic trait handed down Somebody, I feel like got tested recently. I'm not joking. Somebody literally got tested to see where the schizophrenia, borderline personality, something, the Jekyll Hyde. This is more than bipolar. This is like multiple overlapping mental disturbances. And only she, for a time, was able to keep a wrangle on this man. Okay? But this woman had so much pride and ego, instead of getting this boy help, she rejected any and all assistance when it came to the harm and hurt that this man was doing. I know this energy, I already know who it is. I'm not going to say his fucking name because I'm sick of it. I've been said it was his fucking mother. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this. This is going to come out. Yeah, this is going to come out. They trying to rebuke and no. It's in the children. Two of Swords, Six of Cups. It's in the fucking kids. You can see it. Whatever these disturbances are, Scorpio male, we already know, passed down, this sickness, overwhelmingly in the genetics. Something is wrong. Paranoia, delusion, schizoaffective disorder. There is something much more treacherous. One of these personalities is a female. And she don't like it. Oh, man. This is why I meant, and look, depending on what's going on, depending on which one of these people show up, is it the woman or is it the man? Which personality are you getting? Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. They've opened the door to this in the case. But this motherfucker has been fighting this. They don't want people to know. But when you do all them concoctions and shit, they all come fighting out. Wow. Yeah, you don't know who you gonna get. It's a crackerjack. It's a surprise. One of them is so sadistic and dark and masochistic. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. Had this woman gotten her son help when he was a young man and got this shit on paper, we wouldn't even be here right now. He might be in a padded room in a mental institution, but the mama been covering this shit up. Wow. And the assaults, I don't want to get into that. Yeah, there's quite a few people in the mind. The mind is split in multiple directions. It's so much worse. There was something done in the childhood that caused this rift. Dissociation, dissociative personality. Like when I tell you this is like complex mental health, it's wild what I'm seeing. It started. There might have been therapy, but it was put to real quick. This is not the first time this sort of, harm has been done to people. Like real harm has been done. Yeah, man. There's a boy and a girl here. And I don't like what I'm seeing because I feel like something was done to the sister under the family roof. Somebody was just creepy, always hanging around. I'm seeing, yeah. Yeah, man. Was a working girl, huh? Listen, a lot of our greats came out. I'm gonna leave that alone. A very treacherous situations. This is more than immaturity. Anyway, all right, let's get out of that. I know I just read the cards, right? I don't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm strongly seeing that someone covered up the demise of another person. Legit. Like it's some sort of unsolved mystery. I'm not even joking. 7 of Cups to the Four Swords. It is to the Queen. I'm sorry, not Queen. The High Priestess. It's an unsolved mystery. Feel like they found this person on a train track or something like that. You know, discarded crazily. I gotta pick these up. I'm getting too much from this motherfucker. Yeah, unsolved mystery. They saw signs. I mean, when I tell you somebody been afraid of this person since they were a child, and then when this energy of public recognition and fame and notoriety is like 3 of Wands, like what else do you expect? Yeah, they really do regret it. Not taking them to like check their emotions and mental health. Like, yeah, that would be the best surprise witness. His mother taking the stand. That would be the best. It would be the ultimate betrayal to him, but it really would be. For her to just tell the truth about what happened when he was young. Once daddy was no longer in the picture. Poor. That's all right. I feel like it is documented. There is something about multiple personalities, not bipolar, but multiple person. I think that nigga just like to tell people that is BPD opposed to the other because the one seems more manageable. Man, that's why I kept getting that Jekyll and Hyde energy. It might be in childhood records, which are, yeah, you would need like a court order. Yeah, to pull those up. Because those are sealed, right? When you turn 18 and all that, like you. Might try to pull that up as a strategy. Whatever. Somebody crazy. 9 of Wands. They are. Yeah. No, this really might be the strategy though. They kept seeing 5 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Yeah. 9 of Wands to the Temperance card. Very much so. Yeah, look, this is the plan. Oh, wow. Look, Judgment. See? Tower. I don't think it's going to get rejected. I feel like the government has too strong of a case. I'm just reading the cards. I don't get to pick the direction of the messages. Okay? Right. Because they're going to find it manipulated. And plus, they're going to find out somebody was harmed and they can't. I mean that. Somebody was. And it's not just old girl. It's more than that, but whatever. Oh yeah, they got something up they sleeve. I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't want to spoil it because I know they everywhere. Hey, would y'all wear would you participate in a campaign of propaganda if it earned you $20 an hour? I'm just curious. Put a 1 in the chat if you would, and a 2 if you wouldn't. Because 1's a yes and 2's a no. Right. That's if you want to play the game. Aw. What else, Holy Spirit? I rebuke this mug. I really do. Somebody upset. Yeah, whatever the tactic is that somebody's doing to try to stress somebody out, worry them, vex them, it's not happening. They still so happy. Like that is the complete opposite energy. Somebody has mastered anxiety. That corresponds with the pep talk I gave my fellow Virgoians who are sun sign, but it don't matter. Moon Virgos, y'all get it the worst, sweetie. Ooh, y'all really do. Mm, 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 mm. Virgo rising really show up very strong and very unlikable. You are what you are. You know what I mean? There's nothing else to soften the blow. That's why, like, Virgo rising, along with, like, if you got it double, my God, you're very, a lot of people don't like you because, you know, you just put your best foot forward all the time. But anyway, that pep talk was all about letting go of this notion and outdated belief that Virgos are worry warts. They're not. They're thinkers. It's a big fucking difference. Right. So somebody has mastered that. And by doing that, this dark ass shit, the shadow aspect of, because look, it's so funny. This is Gemini, right? The Nine of Swords. The Nine of Cups is Pisces, right? Opposite energy of Virgo. Gemini shares mercurial energy with it. That's why I went back there. It's more than just, oh, no, I'm seeing shit. And then you got the shadowy energy of the devil, right? Like somebody wanted to bring your shadow side to the forefront, but somebody's mastered that shit. Like they really are in kumbaya energy. Everywhere I go, people want to know who we are. So we tell them we are alpha, mighty, mighty alpha. Right. That's where we at. And the omega, right? That's so funny. Because it's like every time somebody tried to give you their cup of emotion and it wasn't high vibrational, you politely said, no, here you go, and sent them on their way. You became a much more effective communicator. I see that. Like you've learned to lovingly tell people to fuck off. Yeah, you really reparented yourself. Queen of Pentacles. Like you value your time, your energy, your space, what you're growing, what you're building. Right. Like I said, Eight of Cups. You lovingly learned how to the Ace of Swords, how to tell people where to go, how to get there, and how long they should stay. You know, right. Because you're like, you know what? I have so much to offer. And it's like, if they're not pouring into you, you don't want it. People never thought this would happen. But they watch it and they can tell you are genuinely fucking happy. Why are you so happy-go-lucky? Why aren't you in the Nine of Wands here? Why weren't we able to mentally, get in your head, Five of Swords? Why couldn't we create conflict? Why couldn't we put you in the Eight of Swords? We're like, oh, because people are fucking happy. They're content with life. Because look, they are watering their own flesh prison, right? They're loving themselves. They're exfoliating. They're sloughing off what no longer serves them. They thought this was one power they were always going to have over you. That, if you had abandonment issues, what's that song? My father gave me a name, so maybe you had daddy issues, whatever. It don't matter. You got out of the Five of Pentacles, right? You don't lack shit. You every day you rise and shine like good morning. Everything they said you have truly transmuted. They were trying to stop you, block you, and they keep watching and planting seeds, and you just be showing up in that Queen of Wands. You be like, yeah, I'm sexy and I know it. Right. So the last thing that they're really just trying to squeeze you your finances, but it's going to like work in your benefit because it's like all of a sudden it's going to be more money than you know what to do with, but save it, okay? Because rainy days. Right. This is why people invest and they put money up for rainy days because ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Look, stable. Somebody's worked really hard to get where they are. Right. They watching and waiting to see what you gonna do next. Because you chose nugs, not drugs. Right? You were like, listen, I want a chicken nugget. I want a fucking Happy Meal. I want a chicken nugget Happy Meal with a toy. And they tried to offer you something out of a place of greed. And you was like, no, I really just want this fucking Happy Meal. god, yo, that shit's so funny. It's so funny. Because you're a lamb, right? You're not a kid. You're a lamb. Goats have kids. Okay. You a lamb. And because you know you a lamb and you're not a fucking kid, you keep winning. There's a difference. Stand your ground. Keep loving on you. Keep nurturing you. And if there is a, let's just say a mother figure, Queen of Pentacles, could be an aunt, someone older than you for sure. If you got this person blocked and you're not really giving them any time or attention, you're being instructed to carry on that course, okay? Because that's all it is, right? This person just wants attention. Interesting. See, all this very prideful energy, a lot of Leo. Right, moon. Mm-hmm. Tower. Yeah, because behind the scenes, they going through something. Six of Swords. Ever since you sailed away, you moved on to calmer water. She was like, you know what? Ciao. And then look at these numbers. 76, 76, okay? Right. Somebody been really going through it. This person did some shit towards your love life. We ain't gonna talk about it. I feel like you already know that. Balance, abundance, and spiritual enlightenment. Number comes up quite a bit. Signifies a message, balance, abundance, spiritual enlightenment. It encourages you to reflect on your life, emphasizing the importance of balancing spiritual and material aspects for personal growth. The numbers suggest that you are entering a period of introspection and insight, guiding you towards prosperity and fulfillment. Additionally, seeing this number is a reminder that the angels are supporting you and providing for your needs. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this person was warned. They were jealous of you. I just saw the Five of Wands. They really were competing with you. But why? Hold on. Why would this older female to you collective be competing with you? I think because you remind them of them in some capacity. That's all the Two of Cups. Ace, that is exactly it. The Ace of Swords. You remind this person a lot of themselves at a period in their life, and it's almost like their flame is diminishing as you rise. You know, even though we might be able to see the moon in the night sky, you know, once the sun rises, the sun takes all the glory. And I'm not saying that's actually the dynamic here, but looking at this tower, this person has really tried to halt you, dim your light. Look, because you are the one selected to achieve, to succeed, to go on to the next level, the next tier of success. That's crazy. They want to apologize, but it's only because you know. Whatever. I feel like the moment you moved away, this tower hit. Tell me about this tower. It could have been towards their health and healing. Yeah, I don't think they've gotten good news. Somebody may not even be seeking treatment. There's something about risky choices. Yeah, somebody's definitely being deceitful about it as well. Yeah, they're not telling anyone. King of Swords, they're contemplating. Yeah, it's this Queen of Pentacles. They're contemplating on what to do. Hangman, Queen of Pentacles. See, I feel like you're a healer, and this person may want you to, do your alchemical thing. Yeah. What else do we need to know? The energy of you being recognized for your gifts, your talents, your abilities, your selection by the divine. They're watching you rise. They're watching you um, gain more insight. Yo, man, like that Seven of Wands is crazy. And the cards just keep repeating. Six of Wands is here. Just saw the Seven of Wands again. Like that's it. Really, I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting remorse, but it's not the right kind of remorse. It's the after the fact kind of remorse. It's not to I should have, let me contemplate my choices before I act. It's not that. It's because the end is nearing. And you come up in their mind a lot. You are stronger than this person, and there's a recognition of that. Like Emperor energy. And I don't think this is somebody you ever thought you would need to be stronger than. Wow. From foe to fan, it's weird. I don't trust it. Like on the one hand, somebody was lying about your abilities and your talents and da 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 da, just talking mad shit, causing confusion, acting as a trickster spirit in your life, family or not, doesn't matter, but they were trying to cause actual harm to you. But now, because the shit's hitting the fan in their life and you went on your healing journey, now it's like, oh, now they recognizing who you are, da 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 da. But that Ten of Pentacles, nah. Let me tell you something. Money, people be on their money grab. You knew this was gonna happen. You saw this, and man, you begged this person not to do this. You really did. And they, in your own way, whether you broadcast it, like you warned this person not to do this, and they did it anyway. Like they wanted to see you crumble, baby. That tower was supposed to hit, like 10th house, career, reputation, health, fame, recognition, all of that shit. Like it's a lot. Fourth, like, it, so one of your family members, potentially your own mother, was one of your gang stalkers who was doing this sort of work on you. Son, Ace of Swords is already out here. Yeah. This is all karma for this person for everything they did in the back, trying to manipulate the same Queen of Pentacles yet again. I'm sick of this, okay? Like of this. I'm not sick. I'm very healthy. I'm wealthy. I'm abundant. Let me be careful with the energies and how I speak, especially upon myself. But yeah, the wheel is turning and the towers for them. So all the endings they wanted to see for you is exactly what's happening. Your angelic team is definitely alchemizing this shit for you. They're defending you. They're fighting this battle. Stand your ground. Do not give this person any time, effort, or nor attention. No, it's just a way for them to peer in and see if their shit is working. They have not changed. People like this don't change because they're fucking evil. You know the saying with friends like these, who needs enemies? With family like this. Yeah, see? Person was so jealous. Your biggest op was this Queen of Pentacles. Male or female, it don't matter to me. I'm just giving you the energy as I feel it, but it don't matter. This is somebody who could pretend to be so loving and warm and nurturing and kind and benevolent, but the whole time, Five of Wands. Five of Wands. You know, there's godfathers and godmothers in spirituality, right? And the different religions out there, right? So this could have been somebody's godmother or godfather. It doesn't matter. But it's definitely somebody who was supposed to show you the way. They came at you. Because I'm definitely seeing for some, I keep seeing the King of Pentacles. So it works on both sides of the aisle. So that's why I was like, no, it don't matter, male, female. It sure don't. This person was gunning for you. And I mean that shit. Gunning for you. And for some of you, this wasn't even like, it's so funny because you wasn't even, for those of you who went down the spiritual path, and I mean you jumped in that bitch like Geronimo, you wasn't even on that type time when these people really started antagonizing you, right? You wasn't. I feel like you was kind of undecided. I feel like you might have been a little lost. You might have even been a little stunted about what you wanted to pursue. I know it looks like here you were definitely out of love with the church. Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, all that Taurian energy, you was definitely out of love with the formality of religion. I feel like you might have just started to learn about North Nodes, destinies, purposes, paths, all of that shit. But you was definitely going through some sort of dark night. You was just trying to heal. You was just trying to recover. You was just trying to get your swagger back like Stella. But no. This community, oh, this for y'all in the twin flames. Okay, look, Ten of Cups, Four of Wands. Right. And you was just innocent and naive, came looking, right, trying to heal, Page of Cups, Six of Swords, Queen of Cups. Right. And they started a whole fucking stir within you. People throwing stones and hiding their hand. And somebody read your energy. Yes, they did. They decided you. Or maybe you said something. I know my dumb ass has been guilty of that. I'm so fucking naive. Oh my God, so naive in so many ways. I was like, no, let auntie mentor you. Let me tell you when to shut the fuck up. Let me tell you what environments you don't need to say nothing. Like, man. But then you know what I learned? My energy is so fucking intense that it intimidates without me saying anything. I don't have to do anything. It's got to be there. Man, I didn't even know. I was actually like excited to meet. Heard a lot about them. This is somebody, an elder of the community, blah, 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 blah. But somebody was trying to project onto me. And because I operate very much like a mirror and will reflect your shit. And I guess my spirit was trying to reflect it to the person I was communicating with, not the elder. And they read the energy like that. I was like, whatever. That's fine. I'm not offended. My energy is strong. The force is strong with this one. Anyway, so you ain't got to tamp yourself down, but there is a time and a place when to speak, when not to speak. Listen. Peep the energy. Peep the scene. Right. Just hang around. You know, use your third eye type shit. Right. This person has a fiery sun sign is what I'm saying. So if they have a fire sun, and I'm seeing Libra in the second house, so that would make what? Virgo rising. Yeah, confirmation. Just saw the Hermit. Yeah. There's a minor Earth placement. They have Earth in the 7th house. Are they breaking your chart down? Is that even possible? 1 second. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7. No, that would put Pisces in the 7th. Scorpio moon. Because I keep seeing this King of Pentacles. I feel like that's his energy. Fire sun, Virgo rising, Scorpio moon. Or no, Libra moon, excuse me. No, you said Libra in the 2nd house. I'm sorry. Scorpio moon. Got some interesting placements. Yeah. You definitely remind this person of themselves. That's what sparked this animosity. Not to mention, your enlightenment is on fleek. This person definitely, I saw the devil in the 2 of Swords. This person was afraid of being found out by you because you operate in Queen of Swords energy. Like you have true sight. Wow. Person's a devil worshiper. And they knew you was going to see it. It was just a matter of time. Okay, what time is it? Yeah, they didn't want you to see the 7 of Swords, excuse me, 7 of Wands to the 2 of Swords. They did not want you to see that they serve the devil. And that's how they got all their riches and fame. By stagnating and halting other people. Yeah. All right, last bit. This person has done a lot to hold you back financially from achieving success. Look at this. 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Like, that's crazy. Like, somebody does not want you on their level. They are doing everything they can to maintain their slight lead. That must do the same shit. Like, straight up. They know you coming. It's your destiny. And there's nothing they can do. They should have chose friendship, camaraderie, unity, community. But that's not what they chose. But they've been working overtime. It's definitely a rat. They're gonna get things. Because again, it is your birthright. Justice of the Ace of Pentacles, you have nothing to worry about. Mark my words, 3 of Wands. See? Fool. Ha! Can't stop. Won't stop. Can't be stopped. See? Judgment. You gonna have what's yours. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. See all them pentacles? See? They do it for the money, and you doing it for God. Ace of Swords to the Star card. Right. You stronger than this person any fucking way. Look at that shit. Emperor to the Queen of Pentacles. Told you that's who this is. Like, it's a new sheriff in town. I don't know what to tell you. You're going to tucker yourself out, man. Dueling high priestesses, but only one of them is dueling. But you still winning? What? What? Yeah, but oh, it might be Aries. This Queen of Pentacles very much could be Aries sun. I said it was fire, but I wasn't certain because this card here is a cusp energy between Sag and Capricorn. So, but now that I'm seeing it like that, Aries sun. Yeah. That's the one who's been trying to just be like, no, stay over there. No. Because how you gonna know somebody an alchemist? How you gonna know they a magician? That it's their destiny, their birthright, that they are spiritually contracted to fulfill this shit, and you still over here tripping? Magician, Ten of Cups, Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. So I'd be like, man, people deserve to be in loony bins. You'd be like, padded room for you. We need medical reform in this country. Mental health matters. Mental health matters. Man. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it here. I hope this helps you because that is wild. People need hugs and counseling and maybe Zoloft. I don't know. I'm not the doctor. But good luck in your healing journeys. Have a fantastic day, people. Bye.